Hello, Trayvon with the What Button is Taunt podcast, bringing you another quick little tip video, this time for Dungeon Defenders. Lovely little indie game, I highly recommend it. So this is a good strategy if you want to go, if you want to do the survival waves, perhaps the pure strategy waves as well. This works great for. First off, what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a Squire character. It doesn't matter if he's super high leveled. As long as he is spec'd correctly. He just needs pretty much all his points somewhere in the towers. As you see, I have a level 70 here, so I have rather high stats. But yeah, you pretty much don't need any in your hero. You just need them boosting your towers, damage, attack rate, that sort of thing. If your character is not that way, you can always go and spend some money here and respec your character. And yeah, essentially resetting him so you can add your points. Alright, so the stage we're going to go to on this one is the Magus Quarters. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep infinite build time checked, but I do highly recommend that you play with infinite build time, or limited build time, I should say, and you'll see why in a second here. So make sure we get survival mode going, and you know, I'm going to play on medium difficulty. If you have a character probably lower than 30, I'd recommend the easy difficulty, but medium gets you a bit more XP here. Alright, while this is loading, well, I guess I should say as well, even if you're a higher level character, the strategy won't work too well on hard or insane difficulties, just because the reason why it works is most of the towers will one-hit kill any enemies that come up, and that's kind of the reason this works so well. So, first off here, what we're going to do is obviously get this mana. Bowling balls are the first step. So once you have enough mana, you're going to place a bowling ball at the top of these stairs, obviously facing down. I didn't place that too well, but it doesn't really matter. Now, with the mana on this first wave, you're only going to be able to set up 2 of them. And if you notice the map there, there's 3 staircases leading up. So one is going to need to be defended just by, you know, melees and whatnot. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. It is on medium difficulty, so it's not like there's really going to be too big of enemies or anything like that. So to start this next wave, but yeah, once again, putting bowling balls facing down. Alright, so we're still on the first wave here, but I have enough mana to build another bowling ball. Oh. Didn't quite place it well. Alright, so ideally what you want to end up with is you want to get 3 bowling ball towers in the center here in a line. 2 bowling balls over here, and then 2 over there as well, all facing down the appropriate staircase. From then we want to put some anti-air right about here on this platform to stop the dragons, which come in wave 4, so make sure you're prepared for that. These slice and dice blockades are your best bet for those for sure. And then other than that, we'll finish off with some spiked barricades in front. So that's pretty much the defense we're building. I'm going to skip ahead so you yeah, kind of see the finished product. But keep in mind, by wave 4, you definitely want some anti-air up, being those slice and dice blocks. Alright, so just a note here, by wave 3, or the end of wave 3, I was able to get 2 slice and dice blockades up. And if you notice, I kind of overlapped them, so the little green circles, which represent their range when you're placing them, yeah, they do overlap a bit. That way nothing will get past those. Alright, so I'm at the middle of wave 4, actually just at the end of wave 4, and I was able to get the full defense up. So this is what you want to end up with. I don't know if you guys can see this on YouTube or not, but we have, yep, 2 bowling balls, spike blockade, 2 slice and dice over here, 3 bowling balls and a spike, and then just repeated on the other side over here. So I'm not going to lie, this defense will last you about 7 to 8 hours of this, so you probably don't want to actually sit here and play it. That's why I recommended beforehand, setting it so that there is limited wave time, so that way you can just kind of set the controller down, it will play for you. But yeah, this is a great defense. I was like 26th or something on the leaderboards the first time I set this up. Now I'm, not nearly as far, but with a similar setup, I've gotten to level 22, or wave 22, I should say. So definitely feel free to modify this, try to, find some better alternatives or whatever, but this is a great place to start. You also notice that it makes my defense units, it maxes them out at 90, which means each wave I get a little boost to my XP as well for having those maxed out. Lastly, a lot of people don't know this, in between waves you can go to the defense forge, or whatever it's called, and swap out your character. So if you have a low level character, you can swap them out and yeah, have them level like crazy with this method. Lastly, this is an obvious one, but make sure your controller is plugged in. There's definitely been a few times where I did not do that. Went to sleep with the game running, woke up in the morning excited to see my progress, and found out my controller had died, 15 minutes after I had left it. So yep, that's pretty much a strategy. Let me know if it worked for you. Let me know, any tips, any modifications you may have found. Make sure to also check out the What Button Is Taunt podcast. We'll have a link below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Happy killing.